Option 19, Sophia. I clenched the wheel harder as the massive wrought iron barriers to my folks' sprawling property creak apart. Cruising along the winding path to their palatial home in the rolling hills of upstate New York feels like stepping into a parallel universe, one where I'm forever the outsider peering through the glass. The fallen maple leaves crackle beneath my wheels, painting the ground in shades of amber and rust that somehow amplify the emptiness gnawing at my insides. My navy slacks and emerald sweater are elegant yet subdued, a calculated pick for their 40th wedding milestone bash. I've learned the hard way that my mom favors me fading into the wallpaper rather than stealing any spotlight. Before I can even snag my handbag from the seat beside me, Lydia's sleek black Audi glides in right behind. Through the mirror, I see her step out in a dazzling emerald gown that shimmers under the fading daylight. Spot on as usual, the enormous oak entrance flies open. Dad looms there in his bespoke navy suit, Mom glowing next to him in soft ivory lace. Their expressions explode with joy as Lydia glides toward them like royalty. "There's our star," Mom exclaims, flinging her arms wide. Dad engulfs Lydia in a massive hug, hoisting her up a bit. The belle of the ball has landed. I climb out, tugging my sweater straight. Mom peeks past Lydia's shoulder, her grin fading just a notch, only I'd catch it. "Sophia, glad you can join us!" More fact than fanfare. Dad gives my arm a brisk tap before spinning back to Lydia. "Darling, you won't believe the setup this time. We've pulled out all the stops." The vast entry hall gleams with chandeliers and polished silver accents. Towering arrangements of orchids and peonies burst from crystal urns, their fragrance thick enough to choke on. A chamber orchestra murmurs classics in the alcove, only top tier for Harold and Beatrice Thompson's Big Night. I glance toward the ballroom doorway, spotting the ornate placard stand with the seating map. My fingertip glides over the swirling script until I locate my spot table 18, tucked in the back nook, closest to the service entrance. 8 tables removed from my parents and Lydia. "We figured it'd be perfect for mingling," Mom chimes in, materializing at my elbow. "The Parkers are seated with you. They're scouting for AI specialists." I force a nod, pushing down the old sting. "So consider it." She gives my elbow a absent-minded squeeze before drifting off to welcome the first wave of guests. The coordinator, a wiry lady clutching her ever-present tablet, huddles with Mom by the sweeping marble stairs. I head for the bar, but their chatter echoes over the stone floors. "Regarding the shots, Mrs. Thompson," the coordinator murmurs, "we've got the pro lined up for 8 sharp. Family groupings okay then?" Mom's tone dips into that Fox confidential hush. "Absolutely, but prioritize the trio. Just Harold, me, and Lydia. That's the keeper for blowing up over the mantel." My fingers lock around the stem of the Prosecco a bartender just passed me. Trio, not quartet, always excluding one. The server, a fresh-faced guy with warm brown eyes, clocks my face and discreetly adds a splash more before vanishing. I duck into a bay window recess, flashbacks crashing in like waves. Easter brunch when I was 9, banished to the folding card table with cousins while Lydia barely 6, perched between Mom and Dad like a throne. Holiday mornings where Lydia's gift avalanche buried the carpet, mine stacked tidily beside one ornament. My statewide science fair win in junior year, parents slipping in for the tail end after cheering Lydia's kindergarten play rehearsal all afternoon. The blueprint was set young and etched in stone. Sophia the footnote, Lydia the focal point. By my mid-teens, I'd carved out sanctuary in tattered strategy tomes from the public library. While Lydia racked up badges for fleeting fads she ditched, I sketched adventure outlines on scrap paper in the den. A campus delivery app, Dad chuckled, skimming my spreadsheet. "Kiddos, stick to homework. Real moguls handle the big leagues." That same season, Lydia's finger paint blob of our gazebo, windows wonky, roof lopsided, got matted and mounted in the foyer gallery. My National Junior Innovator Trophy gathered cobwebs in my drawer. The chime rings out again. Crowds flood in, orbiting Lydia's melodic giggles at the room's heart. I skirt the fringes, guiding cousin Emily to her chair, pointing Uncle George to the facilities, Sophia. Dad beckons mid-stride, eyes elsewhere. Double-check the staff on the vintage bubbly for speeches. The crug skip the dom. I square my shoulders. Got it. Not a honoree, not a beloved kid, merely extra manpower to keep the gala gliding. A gala where I'm just another silhouette, observing the core clan from the sidelines. A quarter hour ticks by, silver-tapping glass hushes the buzz as Dad stands at the banquet's pinnacle. His salt and pepper locks sparkle under the lights, his tailored tux fitting his trim build like a glove. He hoists his flute, the hall inhaling as one. 40 years. His baritone booms effortlessly. 40 years crafting an empire, a haven, a lineage. His scan pauses on Lydia, warmth flooding his features. And no emblem shines brighter than our stunning girls, particularly our Lydia, who radiates joy everywhere. I hold my polished grin, honed through years of practice. As he spins a yarn about 7-year-old Lydia belting tunes at their 25th vow renewal, 0 to 17-year-old me who orchestrated the whole covert affair, the tale meanders via Lydia's uni commencement, her charity gigs with orphans, her pottery phase, a solid 12 minutes. My name absent, to Beatrice, my anchor, my soul, Dad elevates his glass, and to Lydia, the crowning achievement of our union. Mom stands, eyes misty, enfolding Lydia in a drawn-out clinch, lace on emerald merging. Applause swells, I clap in sync, isolated at my post. Over yonder, nephew Lucas meets my gaze, subtle head tilt of sympathy before averting. Aunt Clara fixates on her linen. Uncle Victor studies his cufflinks. They get it. Always have. I breathe out measured, facade intact. Boardroom mask, as Ethan dubs it. The impenetrable shield for deal closing when fortunes teeter. Tonight it guards something priceless. And now Dad declares a highlight reel. Mom retrieves a velvet navy case from under the linen. The iconic Tiffany blue winks in the glow. Silence descends, even servers freeze. For the pinnacle of our 4 decades, Dad intones, voice husky. He sets it in Lydia's polished nails. As enduring and radiant as your place with us. Lydia's hands quake opening it. Inside, on cream velvet, a necklace dripping sapphires that dance like stars. Gasps chorus. The custom Tiffany piece Dad boasts with Beatrice's gem at the clasp. Whispers of the tag, 20 grand, ripple out. Lydia shrieks, hurling into their embrace. They pose in flawless parental adoration as I linger sentinel by the swing doors. No wink to the elder daughter bearing the surname sans the affection. No twin case lurking. No nod to the trailblazer. Applause ebbs, I weave to the bar. Aunt Evelyn ambushes. Gnarled grip on my forearm. Step out with me, love. No choice. On the veranda, crisp breeze sweeps away the orchid haze. Evelyn eases onto a wrought iron settee. Hear this. She dives in. Third splurge this calendar. Ski chalet getaway in January. Then that Italian villa stint. My brows arch, Italy. She claimed a contest win. Evelyn scoffs. Harold footed it all same as her. Solo. Lawfully's these 4 years. Icy truth pools in my gut. Pieces are line sharper. That clarifies my Series B spotlight vanishing from the kin bulletin, I mutter. Same edition, Lydia's candle-making stall at the craft fair. Mom dubbed it creative sidebar. Your 50 million round. Buried in footnote 14, post-cousin Theo's lacrosse finals. My clutch vibrates. Ethan's text palace intrigue update. Evac chopper on standby. Real grin creeps. Reply swift alert, might bolt press sorbet. Uncle George materializes, scotch in fist. Eyes mirroring Dad's but kinder on me. Stunning bauble, he notes, dropping beside Evelyn. Nearly rivals that global tech honor you snagged fortnight back. Pity no shout-out in orations. Emerging leader in tech I amend softly, no biggie. George inches in, whiskey breath conspiratorial. Your wins unsettle them, niece. Since day one. The kind bartender resurfaces, Prosecco poised. Tops me with a covert wink, melts away. Tiny mercy amid engineered barbs. Laura, old playground ally, spots me from the balcony edge, weaves over. Her familiar freckles a bomb among the manicured elite. Caught the spectacle, she hisses, clasping my palm. Backdoor dash like senior sneak out. Phone trills, assistant's emergency ring. Sophia Thompson, I answer, exec timber locked. Miss Thompson, apologies for intruding on kin time. Nora recites per protocol. But Tokyo partners escalating. Comprehended patch in 5. Coordinators bellow slices the Nightcore clan picks on the balcony overlook. All to the atrium. Tide of taffeta. And aftershave surges in. I trail, hitting my taped X on the parquet floor. Mom fusses Lydia's curls. Dad adjusts cufflinks. Lensman directs with efficiency. I'm relegated leftmost, torso half cropped. Snap, flash over. Now Mom directs, tone resonant. Intimate trio for the heirloom shot. No glance my way. Unnecessary. Directive crystal. I rude as they recenter parents, golden child prime. Authentic unit whole sans me. Shutter adjusts. Onlookers mute. I hold position. No retreat, no outcry. As the defining captures click. It'll grace the study. Etched proof of my Thompson rank nil. I ghost when parents haul Lydia for the bubbly salute. Bolt to Dad's study. Boot email dial Nora to triage the crisis. 20 minutes dissecting metrics, refining decks, firing the revised pitch. I crave a breather. Footfalls rebound in the corridor ascending to my old sanctuary. Door creaks, breath snags. Not mine anymore. Lydia's dance medals sparkle on my former bookcase. Her alumni colleges eclipse my dean's lists. Walls once sage, now blush pink. Lydia's pick. They repurposed without my final sweep. I breathe to the void. Palm skim Zig's desk, now cluttered with Lydia's palettes. Racks bulge with queet after term plaques. Her plush toys claim the alcove where I devoured novels. Closet proby lone carton. Scrawled Sophia's stuff. Beneath grad certs under my pioneer in business plaque. Honors tassel nodded with MBA portrait. Milestones mothballed like seasonal decor. Epiphany crystallizes, immutable. Forever the carton, the aside, the service adjacent seat. I perch on the pink comforter. Hand nudges rigid under cushion. Extract grandma's worn pride and prejudice. Inscription to Sophia, architect of her destiny. Love Grandma Evelyn. Recall her sidelining me at reunions, twinkling as she pressed volumes. While Lydia unwrapped hoards, stories forge realms no one dictates, she'd murmur. Pages flip, aged missive tumbles, wax sealed with E, my name scripted. Party mirth wafts as I crack it. Dated month pre her passing, 6 years back. Dearest Sophia, if this finds you, you've retreated to Austin's refuge. I anticipated the burden of erasure overwhelming. I endured a kin in your granddad's clan. Mere backdrop in another's narrative. But heed you helm your tale. Arrangements with Mr. Harrington at the Trust Soul account. Monies plus my diaries. Access our solo Guggenheim Day, not mere capital heritage. You embody my grit, the observer who thrives where spotlights stumble. Family is vision, not blood. Faith eternal Grandma Evelyn. Sob surge, smearing ink, she perceived. Engineered this boy. Sol Thompson, who beheld me Fontreo from partners. Ethan carnival status. Reserve table prime for bailout. Olivia merger sealed flawlessly. Unanimous board brilliance S. Flaunt to kin sidelining you with toddlers. Marcus crew awaits. Truekin. Type grandma's missive plus bequest. Ditching their banquet for mine. Instant Ethan overdue. Throne vacant here ons. Olivia ride or die. Marcus grandma so wise Thompson bar you. Flash to startup don their shield when skeptics crowned Ethan boss. Milestone toast sans asterisk. Versus parents tepid nods trailing, yet Lydia. Resolve steals. Tuck letter descend. Snag wall snapshot. My valedictorian day, me marginal. Excise self wallet the fragment. In mom's boudoir, spy grandma's cameo on pilfered shawl, repossess affixed to sweater, spot Mr. Harrington by French doors, flute in hand, approach poised. Mr. Harrington matters to broach, proffer card, when suits, eyes bulge Sophia Thompson, founder Thompson Dynamics, pockets it, tracked your ascent. Stellar, grandma beam. Indeed I whisper, party vortex as I traverse chin elevated, valet unseen, engine hums, estate shrinks in mirror, tears cascade but inhales deepen. Lydia texts cake imminent, where ignore, caress cameo, highway unfurls, first in 35 years fleeing rejection toward embrace. Vacant seat, perpetual mine awaits elsewhere, hearts expansive. Cool evening breeze greets as I exit at the Willow Grove. Amber lanterns spill invitation post-parental chill. Tremor ceased on drive, hour with vision blurred cathartic. Distances transcend maps. Inside vista them at Nook booth. Ethan, Amelia, Victor. Inner circle, bubbly ready. Host beams Miss Thompson, anticipated. Companions await. Coat, interior pulses soft dialogue. Cutlery symphony. Thyme citrus, bread aromas banish peony choke. Ethan spots first, illuminates. Escapee arrives. Claim reserved throne. Not 8 removals. You pooled it. Amelia laughs. Hand squeeze. Wagered pre-pudding. Ethan toasts. To the visionary erecting empires while others orchestrate soirees. Chest unlocks. Authentic beam stretches unused. Phone barrage. Victor Inquisition launched. Screen Lydia's escalating please. Vanished. Mom livid. Bailing anniversary. Mom call. Decline. Voicemail Sophia. Mortifying exit. Queries abound. Return stat. Dad skipped Governor Reed. The Langs. Tech hunt. Contact mom. Mute device. Zero welfare check. Naturally Ethan pours. Personhood optional. Mom mandatory summit noon tomorrow. No dodge. Door swings. Chill ushers Paula from ops. Liam from engineering. Late Liam pants phone aloft. Alert drop to not forms. Premature leak. Ethan inevitable. Alerts ignite table side. Then venue wide. Banner Thompson Dynamics snap by Novacorp and 90M. Influx peers, mentors, ex-profs. Proprietor uncorks vintage complimentary. Son ace bar via your app. Kudos. Team swells. Nook erupts festivity. Amelia gift time. Unwraps frame sepia. Grandma mid-20s helm her bookkeeping firm amid housewife era. Fierce gaze mirrors mine. Source. Aunt Evelyn deemed timely. Homeward laptop kin missive drafts deliberate. No acquisition brag. Boundaries firm departed for welcome. Anniversary felicitations. Yet no more marginalia events. Hover send. Defer. Night for authentic validators. Lid shuts. Burden evaporates. Faces aglow sand strings. Moral complexities tonight home. Noon rendezvous I select the apex. Glass walled airy atop Albany's tower. River panorama empowers. My domain. Assistant Clara Sinks arrival files prepped. 30-minute queue. Shiragandi sheath. Battle garb. Parents tardy 9 minutes. Mom's diamonds flash on tweed. Dad's threads mortgage level. Falter at Clara. Business dad eyes stack. Merely aids. Hostess seats Lydia. Predictable cavalry. Jams horrific. Lydia chirps. Flanking mom. Anxious flits. Mom blots phantom tear pre-menace. Humiliation level. Departed seat glaring. Family queried dad presses. Lang sought you. Connections eternal. Exited post-portrait snub. I articulate. Trio per mom. Mom gasps eavesdrop. Singular frame Sophia. Overreacting encapsulates 35-year script. Clara nudges dossier. Extract chronology. Yule 95. Lydia centerpiece. Me halved. Cropping mishap. Mom deflects. Another prom queen crowning. Parents liga gazing as I clutch crown. Absurd. Dad blusters. Present correct. Server dad rare whiskey. Mom fizzy. Lydia echo. Espresso I state. Lydia assaulted by abandonment like penalizing affection. Silence my retort. Fabricated your exit as stress. Mom concedes. Burnout palatable. Rewrote sans culpability. Dad reddens duties bind. Grandma deplore. Chuckle escapes. Her epistles exclusive trust. Unveil she foresaw. Mom Blanche's what? Concealed legacy. Dad pounds corporate charade over stable career. Spotlight hog childhood redux. Beatrice, mom warns, stairs mounting. Triumph warped you, mom accuses. Family primacy once grasped. Lydia smear center stealing even my highs yours. Transparent ploys. Clarified, indeed altered, I affirm. Merit demands equity, not endurance. Card center. Sophia Thompson, CEO, Thompson Dynamics. 9DM Nova Biot broke amid your feet. Stupefaction poignant. Future taze, mutual regard. No periphery, Sophia. Lydia Zenith. Dad, hear me. No, rising your monologue spent decades. Mine concludes. Assemble. Desire bonds I soften. Need obsolete. Distinction. Mom quivers. Dad grits. Lydia drift. Dynamics fracturing. Renewed anniversary cheers. Stride unburdened. Hush trails to lift. Irrelevant. Doors seal on shock. Exhale lifetime deferral. Mirror reflects novelty serenity. Penthouse galley autumn dust gilded cityscape. Year post exodus. Terms mine. Halumok banquet shines. Grandma's spode set. Floral whimsy on ivory. Fingertip traces rim matriarch's legacy. Once my exile end. Now reclaimed via auction triumph. Doorbell Ethan barrels with Brunello forecasts. Mentorship pipeline 42 hopefuls. Beyond checks, vision affirmation I echo. Laura Fussbaus, exec cata academia allies counsel Nora. Therapeutic wing donor in grandma's honor. Mingling I office retreat letter framed by Vista. Choose seats wisely, fuel TDIX value intrinsic. 500,000 views a ping post, Thanksgiving buzz on absence. Dad labels ploy, clandestine threads cafe event sans oversight, she probes vocational ed. Budding autonomy, knock delivery, Ethan relays padded envelope, interior faded snap, Lydia 8, me 11, swing bound gleeful, verso fliss predivision lessons, pocket rejoin, circle table, libations flow, discourse organic, no clocks, no hierarchies. I helm. To Sophia, Ethan salutes, inaugural Thompson legacy, grant to that prodigy from Rochester, renewals Laura, rise, cameo heart pinned, to pivotal seats and occupants, departures linger, I tableside, tomorrow reprise Namtag scripted for electives. Terminal vacant, not banishment, emblem of transcended, palm skims veneer, now resonant with mirth, inquiry sense facade, paramount perch visibility, at last beheld. This script is fully original and does not reproduce the source text word for word.